Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Episode 884 by Maulana Mehboob Damat Barakatuhum. Alhamdulillahi wahdah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'dah. Amma ba'd. Important responsibilities of all worldwide Tablighi Marakaz. Tablighi Marakaz in all the countries are highly responsible for performing the work of da'wah under the guidance of Markaz Nizamuddin. That's the only symbolic quality of obeying. There is nothing good in whatever is circulated by some individuals. Integrity and unity, that's ijtimaiyat, lies only in doing the work of da'wah, obeying Hazrat Ji Maulana Muhammad Saad Damat Barakatahum. We should never listen, have a talk, share karguzari and mashwara, make phone calls, email to some middle individuals, because our individual relationship may cause the hollowing and ruining the integrity and unity. Similarly, personal contact of country's responsible persons, Amir, is dangerous for unity. If guidance is required, the matter should be discussed with the Shura, that's Jamaat. Then the Jamaat should contact with Hazrat Ji Damat Barakatahu and his Jamaat. So after that should follow the instructions provided. An-nazar bil a'mal wal ummal. Only having a look at the work isn't enough, but the real concern is to have an eye on our companions and their individual movements. Hazrat Umar radhiyallahu anh looked into a small carry bag of one of his companion and began to cry on seeing that the bag was full of meat and said, "A little time has been passed since the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away, and we are enjoying luxuries. If you eat so much meat, how could you enjoy the sweetness of Prophet's starvation and poverty? This is the core principle and spirit of da'wah work. So how could you bear the hardship otherwise? The companions wishes the earth would go burst and we would be buried in it." Note: today the companions are found feeding the wild animals. May Allah save us all. The story of Masjid al-Furqan, Rawalpindi. Respected brother Maulana Harun Qureshi wrote a so-called karguzari to Hazrat Ji Damat Barakatahu, seeking the permission for national mashwara and allowing the said permission. Operations. Brother Harun Qureshi is writing the letter on his own behalf without counseling the National Shura clearly reflects his intention to erect fitna. His mentioning the Masjid al-Furqan and seeking the permission is an incontrovertible evidence of being unfamiliar to the principle of the work of da'wah. Therefore, it had been a practice of our elders that the decision of place and venue of mashwara or ijtima had always been handed over to the people of relevant country. How could Hazrat Ji Damat Barakatahu know about the said masjid? How long is it, etc., etc. Hence, advising the mashwara in an unknown masjid is impossible, but in fact it's just like accusing Hazrat Ji Damat Barakatuhum. Answering a letter with a couple of days reflects that it's totally fraud, because normally it takes time, because reading a report letter, doing mashwara on it, giving instructions as a reply in accordance with the report comprised in it. It may take 2 months, sometimes it may require 6 months, because the matter from different countries are to be dealt with. But the answering brother Harun Qureshi within a week is fallacious and a fraud. This could never be dealt with by Hazrat Ji, but it could be done by those who are lote, flow crosser. Damami Fitna. A fitna by a silent killer, ABDUL WAHID Damam. Damami Fitna. The paid people who are working for this fitna are apparently working under Nizamuddin guidance, but in actual they are interlinked with Shura-based fitna headquarter. Most of its key activists have been kicked out from Raivan, so their only mission is to reposition themselves at high ranks there. For this, they actually want to develop a pressure after taking over the newly emerging Amarat-based work and a good number of masses, especially in Pakistan, because they had got so badly defamed after being fired from Raivan that no one is ready to trust them. The only way left to reposition Raivan is to disguise as Amarat followers and to take over Amarat work. We are very unfortunate to say that they have been availed the required ladder to get into the Nizamuddin Mashwara. Just like the fitna of Shura, the Damami Fitna has been bought into being by the enemies of Islam. The billions of rupees has been distributed up till now. Its only objective is to ruin the work of da'wah of Nizamuddin guidance by creating hatred and disunity amongst the companions. Note: there were only Mewati brothers, sincere ulama ikram and some other friends who stood by this. Sacred work of da'wah is the right way of Amarat. That's in the light of Sunnah since 2016. 3 years back, brother Harun Qureshi and ABDUL WAHID Damami could haven't even decided either should they go this way or that. when our sincere brother had been facing hardship in police station and their families were being threatened by security agencies. At that time, not even a single person was seen to be there from those who are now blindly obeying Harun Qureshi and Abdul Wahid Damami. Now, when the work under guidance of Nizamuddin has progressed, then Damami group plan get into the moving train just to take over the work. By this, their aim is only to weaken and ruin the newly started work. A sincere alim Maulana Karim Bakhsh Rahmatullahi Alayh also fell into its trap because ulama ikram are very simple people by nature, so they can easily be trapped. As 70 Qaris Rahmatullahi Alayh, readers of Quran of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, were also trapped and got martyred. Maulana Karim Bakhsh Rahmatullahi Alayh was really a simple-minded and God-fearing personality. May Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala raise his grades in Jannah. Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala blessed him and he passed away before all this happening, so saved him from having a stigma attached to him. Allah does so with his faithful and beloved ones, and we have already experienced this from the sudden death of Hafiz Muhammad Patel Rahmatullahi Alayh. Allah saved him from Shura Fitna, Damami Fitna, and the story of floor crosser, paid servants. The fitna of World Council is about to be vanished, insha'Allah. Now, its remaining can be observed in different countries and it will remain till end, like Baha'i and Rafizi, etc. Now, Batil has reshaped its ideology of Shura as the fitna of Damam. Its only purpose is to take over the work. This fitna is currently active in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Kyrgyzstan, Burma, Nepal, Delhi, etc. The paid servants working for the Damami cult are scattered in all countries. They are regular attendants in our mashwaras and jords. Their travel expenses are paid by Damami Fitna's Baitul Mal. Now, the special target is emerging Amarat-based Tablighi work in Pakistan. Secondly, the paid puppets are silently targeting Tablighi Marakaz so that they could spoil the environment of Markaz Nizamuddin and could make it house of anarchy and distraction and could stop the foreigners to come there again. I request all the responsible brothers to be aware of the situation and characters of this nature and keep in touch with Alami Amir and Markaz strictly. This is not a conspiracy theory. These are all the facts and ground realities. Allah is one caretaker of all of us. He is the only Lord and we'll be returning to Him. May Allah save this work, the workers in all the ways, and give hidayah to all the human beings.